Hi, students. Trying to get this all going for you. I know you can now see my little face here in the corner. I'm going to be using that to show you different examples today. We just finished with light and color. Now we need to learn a little bit about mirrors and lenses. This is not a big important standard for waves, but you will see maybe one or two questions throughout this. So we are going to go over it. Just know that it's not one of the big major things to remember. So we have different types. We have mirrors and we have lenses. Mirrors are all things that reflect light. So you need to know that mirrors reflect light. That's defining a mirror. Mirrors reflect light. Now we have three types of mirrors we're going to talk about: plane, convex, and concave. A plane mirror is what you guys are most familiar with. A plane mirror is the mirror that you see in the bathroom, like this. So a plane mirror, I know you are only seeing the reflection of my computer and not really of you, but a plane mirror is one that has a flat surface. The reflection in the mirror, if the object is right side up and the same size, but we're opposite, we're reversed from left to right. This is what a plane mirror does. So in your notes, you're going to be talking about what the identifying factors are, and this is a flat surface, and then what kind of image it forms. So it always forms an image that is always right side up and the exact same size as the original, but it's reversed. So the right is now the left. Okay. We call these virtual images. A virtual image is just an image that the light doesn't travel through. In other words, it's right side up. So this is where mirrors and lenses get really confusing. Virtual, we think, is like not real, right? But technically, we're actually seeing images upside down, and our brain flips them. So, virtual image is a right side up image. That's all you need to commit to memory. Virtual means right side up. And that's what plane mirrors do. They form an image that is right side up, same size, but reversed left to right. And plane mirrors are just the ones that we're always used to, the ones in the bathrooms, the ones in your compacts, ones like this that my daughter has in her bathroom. It's just the image is literally the same size and it's the same virtual right side up. Okay, so that's a plane mirror. Those are the easy ones. Other kind of mirror, again, all mirrors reflect. So another kind of mirror is called concave. Concave mirror is a mirror that is curved inward, kind of like this bowl of a spoon. Okay, so concave literally means it caves in. So if it looks like a bowl or if it looks like it's caving in, like this part, okay, this is a concave mirror. Concave mirrors, and I'm trying to show you, it's hard to show what it looks like in there, but you can kind of see my computer is upside down, okay? That's because concave mirrors can form virtual, right side up, or real, upside down images, okay? Now, a real image is an image that the light passes through. It forms an upside down image. So I know this virtual and real business gets really confusing. The only thing I want you to commit to memory is virtual means right side up. Real means upside down. Concave mirrors also make our images mostly bigger. So our makeup mirrors, let me just flip this one around. This is the other side of my daughter's plane mirror. Makeup mirrors are a type of concave mirror. It actually makes the images a lot bigger than what they really are. That way you can actually see what you're doing if you're trying to apply makeup, okay? So it's a lot bigger space, a lot bigger view, kind of magnifies it. Okay, I know that's kind of hard to see with there not actually being a person in front of me and you see a reflection, but you can see my computer there. Okay, so concave is a mirror that caves in like the bowl of a spoon, this side. Okay, and this forms virtual, which is right side up, or real, which is upside down, which is why you can see upside down there. Okay, so this is curved in, curved in. Our other kind of mirror is called a convex mirror. Convex mirror, let me just kind of show you here, would be like the back of a spoon. This kind of mirror curves outward. I like to call it bubbles out. So convex kind of bubbles out, like the back of our spoon here. And this is always going to form a virtual right side up, but smaller image than the original. People use these a lot for security cameras or security mirrors. So if you've ever been shopping in like Target or something like that, you'll see that they have a mirror on some of the times up on the edge of the aisles. And that's so they can see a bigger area in a smaller space. Our side mirrors of our vehicles, our cars, also have this. Hopefully, if you've seen Jurassic Park or read the mirrors, you'll notice that it says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. That's because they appear smaller than what they actually are. So this is a convex mirror. Convex mirror bubbles out, curves out, and it creates a virtual, which means right side up, and smaller image. So you can see my computer is a lot smaller there. Okay, so that's convex. It curves outward. So far we've only talked about mirrors. Plain mirrors, which is a flat surface. The image is right side up, which means virtual, and the same size. We've talked about concave, which caves in. It can form real, which is upside down, or virtual, which is right side up, and typically bigger images. This one is now convex, which bubbles outward, always forms a virtual, which means right side up, and a smaller image. Okay, so side mirror, security cameras, back of the spoon for this one. Okay, all mirrors, whether it's plain, convex, or concave, always reflect the light coming at it. We're about to talk about something different, a lens that does a different interaction of light. So you need to remember, mirrors reflect light. Lenses, they refract light. So let me just move my little picture over here so you guys can see the rest of the notes. Okay. So a concave lens, so all lenses, whether it's concave or convex, all lenses refract light. Remember, refraction of light means that the light bends as it enters a different medium, and it bends as it travels or changes speeds through that medium. So refraction of light means that it goes through a different medium and it bends as it goes through. Okay? So concave, and I know these are going to be hard to see, but a concave lens is one that is thin in the middle and it's thick at the edge. So I know you can't feel this, but this kind of caves in in the middle. I'm trying to show you if it can show a bowl, but it actually caves in here. So just like our concave mirror, concave lens also caves in. So it's thin in the middle and thick on the edges. This is a better side view of this on this picture here. Okay. Concave lenses will always form a virtual image. Remember, virtual means right side up. Okay. So virtual image means right side up. So this is a concave lens. I know it's really hard to see, but it shows, and you can see here, you can see me through the lens. It actually creates a virtual image, which means I'm right side up. All right. You'll also notice, though, that looking through this lens, I'm a lot smaller through here than I am in the original. Okay. These lenses are actually really good. They are used for microscopes and eyeglasses for nearsightedness. The reason for that is it makes the image that's small and it kind of gives it a little bit of a focusing. Okay, so this is for eyeglasses. So glasses use these, microscopes use these. The other thing that you really need to know about concave lenses or lenses in general is how the light is going to bend as it passes through it. So if you look at this image here on the screen, this image shows you a side view of a concave lens. And as the light hits it, it bends because it slows down through a solid, and then it spreads out on the outside. So this is really important to know for a concave lens. So if you are nearsighted, your glasses help you kind of refract or bend the light to hit your focal point, which is a little bit closer than normal people, which is why we call it nearsightedness. So the light hits it and it bends and it spreads out. So that's what a concave lens does. Concave caves in and it spreads out our rays so that they can bend to your focal point a little bit better. So concave caves in and the light spreads out. always forms virtual images, right side up. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to grab my next lens, which is called a convex lens. So convex, just like convex mirror, is one that bubbles out on one side. So it's thicker in the middle and then thinner on the edges. So this picture over here actually shows a little bit better of a double convex. So it kind of bubbles out. Anytime it's fat in the middle, bubbles out, that's going to be convex. Anytime it caves in the middle, that's going to be concave. So again, this is really hard to see because it has just a little bit of bump here, but this is a convex lens. Convex lenses can form virtual, which means right side up, or real images upside down. So I'm going to try. It's actually a little bit hard to do with this lens. So this one, you can't really see what's happening all too well. It really works if you hold it to a paper to see what happens. These are used for magnifying glasses. So these actually make our image a lot bigger. So we use this for magnifying glasses to make images bigger. We also use these for eyeglasses for nearsightedness. And the reason for that is when the light passes through these, just like this image over here, the light bends and it kind of comes to a point. So that point actually focuses to a focal point in your eye a little bit further than normal 20/20 vision. So that's why we call it farsightedness. So it focuses a little bit more to get to your focal point. So we need to know that convex lenses, and here, let me close me out. I'm sure you are tired of looking at me now. So convex lenses are ones that are thicker in the middle than around the edges. They can be virtual, right side up, like this, or they can be real, which means upside down. Okay. When the light passes through them, it's going to bend toward the center and it forms a point. The way that I remember what these look like, this kind of looks like a sideways V to me. So because convex has a nice little V in it right in the middle, I like to think that's convex. So convex comes to a point, whereas concave spreads out. So really about mirrors and lenses, the main things to know is that mirrors reflect light, lenses refract light. You should be able to identify them from plane, which means a flat surface. Concave, whether you're talking about a mirror or a lens, concave means caves in. It's caves in the middle or thinner in the middle, versus convex, which is thicker in the middle or it bubbles out. So those are different identifying factors for our mirrors and lenses. The other main thing you need to know is what kind of images they form. Virtual means that it forms a right side up image. So plane mirrors form a virtual image. Convex lenses, concave mirrors also form a virtual or right side up image. Real is upside down. So convex lens can form a real image, and our convex mirror, okay? Or I'm sorry, concave mirror. So these are our different examples of our mirrors and lenses. Again, the main thing to remember is that mirrors reflect and lenses refract.